Hello there, and welcome to the channel. Well, we read from the series The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy yesterday, and so today I want to suggest ways that you can write like Douglas Adams. Now, I've been thinking about Douglas Adams for a really long time because what he does is surprising and funny and wonderful, and imitating it would be really tricky because I think he's kind of naturally funny. But I do think that there are things that we can do to try to write like him. One thing to keep in mind about Adams is he takes on the position that the laws of your local community apply to the universe. In other words, all living things in the universe are just as stupid and selfish and pointless and maddening as the people you know. The universe has DMVs everywhere. Okay, so in this universe that he paints, there's such dumbness that it becomes funny. But he adds in another thing. He adds in things that are achingly beautiful and totally surprising. And that is his genius. For example, I could have read any number of passages from the Hitchhiker's Guide series. And I thought about other ones, like when Arthur Dent talks to the Nutramatic in the ship called the Heart of Gold. He actually wants a really good cup of tea. So he explains everything about the traditions of tea in the world, and it shuts down the whole system. The ship's computer, the ship's food synthesizer, everything gets shut down because of this problem of trying to make a cup of tea, which is hilarious and wonderful, and I think very successful. But that passage is really hard to read all of because he breaks it up in really interesting ways. So I chose this little short one because it always struck me as wonderful, because in one way it's stupid and maddening and frustrating and just the way the world is, and in another way it's totally beautiful and surprising because Rob McKenna is a rain god who doesn't know he's a rain god. It's just, there's something so whimsical and beautiful about it that it's sort of irresistible, in my humble opinion. So how can we use this? All right, I want you to write a short story or a poem or a memoir about really stupid stuff that's really irritating and maddening, and I want you to put in there something that is magnificent. Add a little soupçon of magnificence to the banality of what you're describing. And I think that is a natural way to create humor, and it may inspire you to a sort of satirical genius that Americans rarely achieve. I just assume everybody that's going to hear this is American. All three people that are going to listen to this are going to be Americans. Anyway, I hope you have a good time trying to experiment with this idea of spreading the banality wide and adding one little drop of magnificence. And I hope you see me again, you gorgeous people.